Are you all ready to talk ratings finally for the WNBA? Is this good? Is this bad? Does anyone even know? What does it mean for the rest of the season? The May 9 Indiana Fever Dallas Wings game, second most watched WNBA regular season game ever across ESPN networks, averaging 2.5 million viewers. They rounded up. I think it was 2.49. What was number one? I am so glad you asked. Hold on to that thought. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for being here. Truly appreciate all your support. Hope you all having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19, which is, of course, all 15,000 of you that support the channel. It would not exist without you watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hype, notification bell. I don't know, do a little dance, make a little love, whatever floats your boat. Now, unfortunately, this is a bad look for Amber Cox, which we'll also get to in a minute, because tweeting out with her little silly rocket ship, uh, you should be focusing on winning, putting a winning team together, okay? I don't know GMs in other sports that lose games and tweet out ratings numbers. What are we doing? What is the focus, Amber? What are you doing? But anyway, let's get into this number a little bit before we will get into some comments, because I'm sitting back wondering how to approach this for y'all. I don't want to be the sky is falling. I don't want to glaze, as they like to say. Y'all know, for better or worse, whether it gets me subs or unsubs, I do my best to tell you the truth, or at least if it's not a actual fact, my opinion on something being honest, as opposed to what is going to get views and subscribers. And I'm kind of blah on this, right? It's not a terrible number. It's not a terrible number, but and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think last year did not actually have the new ratings yet, right? Because it was May, early May, did not have the new ratings. So the difference between last year and this year is probably more like a 500,000 view drop, 2.7 to 2.5, but there's an extra like 20 or so. People are saying 15 to 30% boost because of the new way they do the ratings. So 500,000 drop is significant because let's not forget about this. Caitlin barely played, right? She hasn't played a WNBA game since July. So her fans, you would think they are hyped up. They are hyped up for this. And then she gave them a glimpse by winning MVP playing for Team USA in the qualifying tournament, right? Had a couple of fantastic games, but they also saw a lot of Stephanie White's influence in the rest of the games and the way Caitlin was playing. And based on last year, based on a lot of things Stephanie White has said and done with Caitlin Clark, and then of course all the same ongoing nonsense with the league. A lot of people were kind of like, yeah, I think I'm going to check out. I'm hesitant. Maybe I'll check out this first game, but I think I need, because I get a lot of people, not just for me, so I'm not like patting myself on the back, other YouTube. They're like, yeah, I just watched you now to keep informed for highlights. And then if things are changing with the way the games are played, based on what I'm hearing from y'all, I will start watching again, right? Same thing. I know, Rhodes and BDP and Rudy, and they all get that stuff too. So you got a lot of people in wait and see mode, and I think those are the people who didn't watch this because Caitlin not playing since July, given a tease for Team USA, the new ratings bump. I mean, is it really out of the realm? Is it too high of an expectation to think this opening game again? ABC last opening game, ABC. Yeah, that was Angel Reese, but we all knew that that was not really a rivalry. Paige Bueckers, that should be a legitimate rivalry. Also, the last four number one overall picks in this game. This should have been a massive, not second best to last year's opening game, right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong on that? So I'm like, yeah, it's not terrible. Now we have a measuring stick too, right? Is this going to grow or is it going to decline? Because a lot of people also who did watch are like, yeah, you know what? Stephanie White's being Stephanie White. She's not letting Caitlin be Caitlin. What's with the blue pad? What's with the back brace? What's with going into the locker room? What is this nonsense about getting her back adjusted as it being an ongoing thing? That's insane. She's a 24-year-old elite athlete. That should not in any way be happening. I'm tempted to do a video at some time. It just takes a lot more work to do a deep dive into all this nonsense that's going around about why she's having these problems and it's legitimate and they should be doing these things because of her mechanics and all this other crap. Uh, Because again, it's near and dear to my heart since it's something I've been doing for a long time. I saw a video put out by the Fever about some band stuff that the players were doing that looked like awful, looked like a train wreck, no reason for them to be doing it. And of course, there are people like, oh, this is so amazing. It's amazing. Slurp, slurp, gobble, gobble, swallow. Um, but no, again, this is not an awful number, but I'm kind of on it because I think it could have been better when you look at last year's opener and you look at everything that was set up with Caitlin's comeback, right? And of course, the fans are kind of like that. Stop signing guards. We need bigs. How dumb can you guys be? Not happy with how your group handling your players and choices in A, B, C, C, K, M. Did you see how they were second half of season 2024? Sides got it. You still don't. You have the nerve to post this. Y'all milking Cece, you should be ashamed. It's time for Cece to demand a trade. The Fever don't deserve her. You don't deserve Caitlin. Enjoy while it lasts. She will be gone soon. Yeah, not going to stay that way if you and dumb Steph White keep sticking around. Yeah, that's 2.5 million people tuning in just to witness the deconstruction of Caitlin Clark in real time by the coach. Get international scouts and stop signing vets. This is nothing to celebrate. The numbers are actually up to 500,000 down because of the new rating system. This is because of you and your poor recruiting and the mismatch in philosophies between White and Clark. Bring back the magic of Clark or lose more fans. And it keeps going. The Indiana Fever cannot post anything now without getting absolutely wrecked. It is wild. So yeah, I mean, there's the number. There's my thoughts on it. I wish I could give you a like, oh, this is the most amazing thing ever. Caitlin Clark's back. This is fantastic. Or, wow, I can't believe how bad this number is. I think it kind of lands somewhere in the middle. Obviously, if it equalized, if it stabilized to numbers like this, it's probably a good thing for the WNBA. I don't know that it will if we don't see positive changes with the way Caitlin Clark plays. We need to see Demon again. We need to see Psycho Caitlin and have her start taking over games. That's the only thing that's going to do it. Olivia Miles, I'm going to break down Olivia Miles and Caitlin Clark vis-a-vis, you like that? The coaches and the different approaches and philosophies, because I think it is really, really eye-opening, shall we say. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. I will talk to you later.
Southside Sid, from Chi-Town to Stripperville. Participation kid, big body, but ain't no skill.